Hi, everyone.
Heyo.
Hello.
Welcome back to
Oh,
one more episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal, brought to you by Fumbles and Fame.
something.
Today, we will have a special guest, but let
Ben,
me
it
first...
looks like the camera setup is
Yeah,
wrong.
I fixed it. I didn't have it on full screen. It's fixed now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
We're all here. Plus
There
one.
goes
Very well.
I
This
promise
just
I-
goes to show that everything is live here, only for you, people. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, let me immediately do that one thing that I must do every week. And here I have it. We are not affiliated with, endorsed, sponsored, or specifically approved by Wizard of the Coast LLC. With that out of the way, we can start our usual introductions. I am Fausto, I'll be your DM for the night, and together with me there will be Ben.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
I am Ben, and I shall be playing the Yuan-Ti Birdlock Shisa.
Kevin.
Yes, tonight I will be playing Endril, the High Elf Wizard.
And Eric.
Hello, I'm Eric, and I will be playing Mercy, the sad fighter that gets the shit beaten out of her all the time.
Stan.
Hi, I'm Stan, and I'll be playing Tarlin, the Drow archaeologist.
And Davide. For the first time
Well,
tonight.
I'm Davide, and I will be playing Nuada, which is a Dark Elf monk. That's it.
Very well, very well. Okay, so last we left, our heroes had just finished investigating the first level of Kundrukar, an abandoned, not so abandoned, dwarven mine or outpost, which was now infested by orcs. Our heroes have killed all the orcs, including their boss, an ogre called Great Ulfe, and his dire wolves, and they had just decided to take a rest while they look at a set of big stairs that would bring them to the lower level of this outpost. The stairs are bathed in shadows, and they seem to go deep, deep underground. So as we start again, our heroes have just completed their long rest, meaning they are all up and ready to cause mayhem.
Did we loot the enemies end of last session?
Oh,
Yes, you did.
guys, we forgot to introduce one player.
Jay.
Yay.
DJ, I don't see you and I forget you.
Aha,
Oh, yeah,
excellent.
it's not funny here.
Plan is
So-
working.
Oh, there he is.
Out of screen, out of camera, there is also Jay.
Yes. Who's playing Ella, the halfling druid?
The
Gnome druid.
invisible gnome druid. Yes, indeed, best rogue Ella, who hid it herself from everyone.
Oh, fucking.
Even
No.
DM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
20.
the DM, exactly. That's bad. Now that said, you had just completed your long rest, and so awaking from your sleep. It's probably, I suppose that you always keep some guards, even though you are, in an empty, yeah, a watch, yes. And I would say during Shisa watch, so the last watch, that's Shisa watch, you see that a figure comes walking up from the stairs. He looks like a tall elf with alabaster skin and long, milky hair, bearing a spear. Nuada, you are coming from the stairs, but you are not coming from the lower level. You have just exited the portal, was completely bathed in shadows, and you are now making your way up. And you see this group of probably also adventurers, a bit like you, just waking up from their rest.
Hello.
Mm.
What brings you here, adventurers?
Mercy's already grabbing her trident.
I'm waking up.
We stare confusedly at each other.
Yes, exactly.
Have you come from below, stranger?
Okay, I would like to ask each of you to describe a bit yourself to David, and then David will describe himself to you,
All right.
just to get an idea of what he's looking at and what you are looking at.
Shisa looks vaguely human, quite attractive, very pale skin, although there's something not quite right about her, and you notice as you get closer that her eyes are slit like a serpent's, and when she opens her mouth, there's just a faint hint of a forked tongue in there. And she is dressed fairly lightly, only wearing leather armor, and she has at her side a shield and a sword that looks almost too large for her. And she sort of moves with these either very smooth movements or very almost robotic sort of shifting movements that might tell you that she's something other than human.
Okay. Andrew, what do you look like?
I look like what you would expect from your average high elf, except I have a very black skin tone, so people might confuse me for a drow.
Hey, you know, I didn't know that.
I actually
As
told you
as
we have
your
to,
DM, I didn't know that.
Wait. When you introduced yourself to the viewers, you said, I will be playing the drow.
Okay, so sorry. So you have a very dark skin tone. Okay, very
Yes.
well. That's great. Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I usually have a blue robe on, so the only thing you can actually see is my face most of the time.
Can you walk with that robe without tripping in it?
Absolutely, I've trained.
Many years of practice.
Mhm.
Mercy.
Mercy is about what you would expect for a normal cat woman, except for the fact she's wearing a mishmash of dwarven armor, mostly made of just steel plates and stuff of dwarven craft. She has a bandage across one of her eyes, and a bit of a scar is peeking up underneath of it. Other than that, she's very normal, except for her collection of weapons that is always tied to her back. A trident. She has a rapier coming from one side. She has a light crossbow. I think I gave the light crossbow away. She has a battle axe now because the guy who used it cut his own foot off. Still has dry blood on it.
And Stan, Tallinn.
Yes. So you see a dark elf, a drow, gray skin, white hair. He's wearing utilitarian clothing, no armor. But once he's properly awake, he casts an incantation on himself, and he's immediately surrounded by glowing green armor. And he's wearing one of those wide-brimmed Witchfinder style hats, and he has a huge backpack lying near where he was sleeping.
The one in the shadow?
And Nuada, yes.
We still
Don't
miss
forget
one.
about Jay.
That's fine. I probably have slept in bear form.
Oh yeah.
So you see a big, giant brown bear sleeping there, looking up.
I think your animal form only lasts 1 hour and a half.
Well, since I've had my last watch, I'll probably have to watch before she
Okay.
comes.
Someone's wasting.
Okay, so
Well-
yeah, there is a bear.
Okay, at least we have some meat.
Oh, it's actually it's an hour per level.
I think it's half an hour per level.
Oh well.
Okay, anyhow, it's fine. So yeah, Nuada, what do you look like as you come out of the shadows?
I am slender and elegant, tall, with long white silverish hair. I carry a spear and a longbow, and I'm dressed with regular, simple clothing. A little muffy, but just I totally don't look threatening or something like that. Like just passing through.
Okay.
Never trust them drow. They come from underground. They always got tricks.
Drow, his skin is pretty light for a drow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Starling immediately notices that the coloration is not correct for a drow.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy still readies her weapons.
Okay.
What can you tell us, stranger of the world below?
Well, I can tell you that it's probably daylight outside. And that you should be awake and on your way. Don't stay here. Don't you have somewhere to be?
That is none of your concern.
Well,
I
tea
would
then.
say this ruin is where we need to be.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting. Well, allow me to prepare tea because I think you guys need to wake up a little bit.
Oh, that is, well, actually, yes.
Wow,
Why not
that's-
some tea?
That's wonderful. Yes.
You wouldn't
I haven't had a
otherwise
servant prepare tea since I've left Under Mountain.
I don't think I need to tell the story about the gesture and the foolish noble here. Don't accept tea from strangers.
It's never a problem in my culture.
So I ceremoniously prepare my tea. Well, my tea, people's tea, and mine too.
Nope.
And I observe each and every single one of them.
So yeah, in order to prepare some tea, there will be need to create some flames, at least to warm the water.
They didn't sleep with a fire or something?
Well,
can
they
make
were
a
they were
fire.
sleeping inside, but yeah. So Andrew, do you propose a solution?
I have a
Yes.
solution. That door. Don't touch it. It spouts fire.
Okay. So yeah, oh, that's true. But yes, so you see Andrew pronouncing a few magical words, and suddenly a campfire appears that you can use to warm the water, Nuada. And you pour the leaves inside the water. Tavlin, the first image that you get when Nuada is pouring leaves inside the water is of so many times that a dark elf has spoiled elf by offering them tea. And now
I
a
definitely
stranger
won't
coming
be
from
definitely won't be the first one to taste it.
She's
And not even after Shisha, because I've seen her deal with poison. So I'll wait until the others have tasted it.
I don't want no tea.
So yeah, who accepts the tea?
I will.
I'll accept it, but I won't drink from it immediately.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Andril, do you drink? Okay, you see Nuada drinking the tea himself.
Yes, I will drink. I will drink
You
from the tea.
also drink it.
I
See that-
don't know. I take a cup and I say,
I will very suspiciously watch Andril as he drinks.
Andril carefully puts the cup to his lips. The tea smells a bit bitter, but this is not uncommon. And then he starts to pour the warm liquid down his throat as it feels it tingle a bit And when it does reach the end of its tongue and pours down its throat, you think it's quite a good tea. Not bad at all.
That's rather pleasant.
This is
Yeah.
actually one of the best teas I've ever drank.
Yes, it should
Good to see you.
invigorate you for whatever it is you're planning to do here.
Alright, thank you. And then I will also sip.
You will also sip it. You immediately recognize it as Dark Elf Bane, a poison that only works on Dark Elf. Okay, one moment, guys. One moment.
Down with the Dark Elves! Plot twist. He's not a monk, he's a rogue.
His mission was to assassinate.
But only one of us.
Of course, I jest.
No, you don't.
So yeah,
Maybe my sister finally found me or something.
so yeah, no, it's a good tea. You also drink it. It's fine. It's actually, you know, what are the odds of finding a stranger just offering you tea in a dungeon?
I can't really believe you others.
In fact, the whole
No, I'm not the janitor, just to get this out of the way. I don't know the place any more than you probably do.
But you have at
Um.
least come from below, right? You can tell us what kind of beast is to expect.
Master, can I?
So as I was telling you, you are not coming from below. You are coming
Exactly.
from a portal that opened on these stairs in the shadows.
Actually, I came from right there. I point at a portal on the, well, whatever is on the back.
Clearly, there is no more portal.
There is no more portal, but like I just like signed, like I came from that corner. So no, I don't know what's below. But perhaps I could put my skills to the use of your sweet little band.
And why would that be?
Curiosity, I guess.
You know, we are going to kill things. We just dispatched an entire level of elves. I mean, orcs.
Elves, I mean orcs.
It's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
I understand that.
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah,
Anyhow, let's just say that for me it's going to be practice.
It's your funeral.
Okay. Oh, by the way, if any one of you die, can I claim his soul?
There'll be no dying here.
Okay.
I'm rather connected to my soul. I'd rather keep it.
Of course. But in the eventuality that shit would hit the fan.
I'll let you know when I run out of my 6.
Why do you
It is
think
6,
I
right?
have a soul?
6.
We shall see.
While you're having this conversation, you see, well, you remind yourself that together with you, there is also still two commoners, two farmers from that were kept prisoners by the orcs, Geradil and Kurana.
Right.
And when they see this additional weird creature coming out the stairs, they once again stay near to each other, and they look at you, Andril, since they consider you the most normal among all the others, and they're like, excuse us, Sir Elf, but when can we go home?
Well,
There's
Well-
nothing stopping you.
We believe the way out of here is deeper down here.
if the two of you learn to make tea like him, you could accompany us.
Well, of course, we owe you our lives, but what we would really like to do is to go back home to our families.
Well, we did kill all the orcs up here, so it should be safe enough.
You think the way's safe?
Potentially, yeah.
Perhaps.
It was safe when we went through. Who knows, they're orcs. They might have already bred a new generation up there.
What? Could that be?
Is it just me?
I don't know. I don't study the breeding of orcs very well.
Well, then, if you have no more use of us, we would like to go.
If you're leaving, I'd like my bow back.
Before you
Yes,
go,
of course.
before
Yes.
you go, I have some questions about how you found your way here.
We were captured by the orcs.
Yes, but is knowledge of this place fairly common? I mean, see, we got this map from this dwarf, and I'm starting to think it's not really that uncommon.
We were brought here by the orcs. They put a bag on our heads, and when they took it off, we were here, so we wouldn't know how we got here.
Then how do you expect to find your way home?
They look at each other and say, in fact, we were hoping that you would bring us back. But I seem to understand that you are actually want to go down whatever hellhole is there. So
Yes.
I cannot, in any conscience, risk Kurana's life like this. So
Yes,
I will
yes,
take my chances in the wilderness.
I understand, but
Good luck.
perhaps there is a compromise here. Why don't you take our map? And then, why don't you stay, say, at the edge of this lake on this map, somewhere out of sight? And when
But
we're
I
done,
like that map.
then we make a copy of it, a crude copy.
Okay.
In any case, if you wait there, out of the way, the orcs won't be coming back that way, and we can collect you afterwards. Take you to
And is that the way? Is that the way back to the village?
No, it's not.
So why would we take that way?
Well, because you were scared to go out into the wilderness alone.
Well, yeah, that too.
So it's a compromise.
But
There's plenty.
I mean,
to
if you
do.
think that's for the best,
It's entirely up to you what let us know now.
I guess we'll have more chances with the map if you would be willing to part with it.
Well, give
I
me
think
some
up in your
time.
story so soon. Shame.
Can you
Yeah.
read?
I have cartographer's tools and proficiency in it. Just
Okay.
making a crude copy of the map.
Sure.
How long
Make
would it
me-
take me?
Just make me a check while you're having this conversation or during, the breakfast. Make me a cartographer tools check using either your dexterity,
You cut out for a moment using what?
either your intelligence or dexterity with
Ah.
cartographer tools.
The same.
Sure.
An
Okay.
11.
It's not a work of art, but you think that you will be able to retrace your steps with your copy, but they won't. They will
Let me take care of this. I will
That's-
reproduce the map exactly as it is.
That's fine. That's their problem if they can't find their way back with my map. I look at the map and I think looks fine to me.
And which one do you want to give them now? The original or your
The copy.
the copy? Okay, so they look at the copy and they're like, yeah. But Nuada was saying something.
Yes, I will use my beautiful skills to remake the map, like as if it were some exactly.
I think you're proficient in painting, right?
Yeah, but I would paint a map. If I can paint, I can reproduce a map.
Well, if you want to, okay, very well.
Yeah, okay.
Roll me your painting ability, either with your dexterity or or
Was it-
wisdom, because
was it-
you're trying to interpret this map in a way. But I think
Okay.
dexterity it's fine for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like roll dexterity, right?
Yeah. Basically, if you roll where the name cartographer tool is, a roll should also appear. Just click on the word painter's tool.
Painter's tool. Wait, let me still
It's
find
up,
my way.
down.
Ah,
Yeah, there. Painter's supply. Yeah, one time was enough.
sorry.
Marginally
Yes.
better.
So yeah. So you see that you make a work that it's comparable to the one of Tadlin, where his work was more to the point and scientific in a way. You make it more artistic. Huh?
At least it looks better.
It looks slightly better. 5% better, as I see here.
5% more chances to
That's
get
correct.
out of your life.
That's correct. You see that they also take yours. Apart from using it as a map, they could hang it in their living room one day. So they say, well, if you don't mind, then we'll take them both if you don't want to give us the original.
Sure.
I have a feeling many years down the line, there's going to be a James Bond villain that's going to frame these guys because of this painting.
Absolutely.
It could be. So yeah, and then of course they say, do you mind if we take some supplies from the room where the orcs had stored all our supplies?
Go ahead.
I will actually.
Yes, take a few rations and such.
Very well.
Ella would by now have been transformed back into the gnome and would actually ask, "Good Betty, these would last you for. You take one a day, and these would last you for 5 days each."
Oh, they thank you profusely. Thank you so much, Ella. Right? Thank you. And
No thanks necessary.
they bag the berries. They have berries. They have weapons. They have a map. They look a lot more confident in their.
I'll look at the male of the two. I can't remember what his name is.
Since you are helping them so much, the man actually looks at all of you and says, "Are you really sure you don't want to come back with us? I mean, down there can only be more danger."
Yes, exactly. More monsters to slay, more treasure to be found.
More stories to be had.
But I'll tell you what.
And
Danger
less
to me.
dwarves.
Why don't you do us a favor if you get back? There was a dwarf
Sure.
in the tavern that was looking to sell us. Well, rather, he wants to claim the treasures of this place for himself. I think we've got a bad deal. Ask around town and see if we can get a better one on the treasures of this dwarven place.
What do you want us to ask around if you can get a better deal?
Yes, let us know when you get back if we can find someone that deals in antiquities, that sort of thing.
Well, sure. We'll do our best.
Good. This map is not worth whatever you find here.
Very well then. Then we wish you all good luck, and we hope to see you back at Blassingdale.
Yes. Also, maybe you have to go into the tavern for us at some point.
The tavern?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Errands and such. Anyway, run along. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck to all of you also. And they start making their way out.
Shisa just looks at the others and goes,
What is it with me? I seem to disconcert people.
I think it's the eyes and the
I
lack
have-
of emotion in the voice.
I think it's the elongated S's.
I think your skin isn't gray enough.
Should we try to act more emotional?
I'd help.
Please don't.
I can do it. I promise.
All right. So, what would you like to do now?
Go down the stairs.
"Go down the stairs."
Go down these damn stairs.
We're all
Very
fully rested,
well.
right?
Below there.
You are fully rested in complete. You have all your powers back, minus a good berry, and
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
the druid gave a good berry to some good berries. Okay then, so you start making your way down these stairs, and the way goes down and down and down until you find yourself, I believe. But let me show you something.
Oh, it's a little bit dark, but
Yes.
Says the drow.
It's just a draw. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, what happened here is that the stairway twists and turns its long way downward. The floor has been cut into hundreds of shallow steps, but the walls and ceiling are still natural rock. About 60 feet down, a rushing stream spills from a narrow crack to the south and crosses the stairway, disappearing into a narrow, winding tunnel to the north. The reel is only 2 or 3 feet wide. So as you can see here on the map, you have made your way down to this small cave. There is more stairs that keep going down, and you see that there is a stream separating one side of the stairs from the other. When you were on the previous level, you remember that there was a cave where you heard water down below. It's actually where the sword of mercy fell, if I remember correctly.
My sword! We gotta find it.
You've got a magical rapier now. Why do you want a long sword?
This sword has meaning, damn it! Has a
God
story.
damn it.
then don't drop it.
Are you guys using some sort of light sword?
Yes.
Don't need
No.
it.
I think we were.
Oh wait,
I-
yeah. I have my ever burning bullseye lantern. Well, a bullseye lantern with a continuous flame candle inside it,
Okay, great.
which is hanging from my belt.
Yeah, and I have a dagger on my belt, and I cast light on it.
Okay, very well. So you have abundant light among the two of you. What you see? What would you like to do?
I would like to tread carefully and explore what's up ahead.
And
By
personally,
sending Screefer.
I also have
Nice.
like really far dark vision, so I don't really need a lantern for myself, but
Perhaps
it helps to see colors.
Perhaps we should be quiet. Sneak forth.
Perhaps.
Okay, are you all trying to be sneaky?
Not really.
No.
If
No.
the rest of the group tries it, I will.
Motion rejected.
Aw.
She is going to sneak anyway.
Nah, she can sneak ahead.
I had, but ahead of them or with them?
A little bit ahead, I guess.
Okay. So you see the stream, as I said. In fact, there are two passages at this point. One of them follows, well, is where the stream keeps going. And, well, you don't know how deep is this stream. At the same time, on this side, you see that it could be possible to walk on the sides of the stream. It isn't much space, but there is a possibility to take this tunnel eventually. If you are maybe a person that has a very good sense of balance. Or you can try to jump these few feet of stream and keep going down these stairs.
Just try to jump, I think.
Okay, very well.
Is each square 5 feet or is it 10?
Each square is 5 feet, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
It's really not much. In fact, you can just extend your legs a bit, and you will just be on the other side.
Okay.
Do
And
you want me
that
to make a
requires
stealth?
jumping. You can't just wade through the water towards that tunnel.
On the other side or this side? Where Shisa is, or on the
Yeah,
other side?
towards Shisa.
Where Shisa is no problem. You can just, like make a little jump without even rolling, and you are on the other
Okay.
side. That's no
Do you want a stealth check?
Oh.
problem. Not yet. I will tell you when you need stealth check.
Mm.
So you start to see this cave.
Seeing this water, when I look up the tunnel, do I see any sign of my sword?
At this moment, no.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it. I would just really like it back.
Ah, okay. It may still happen. Who knows? So, Shisa, you make your way down this stairs, and in fact, before you can see the chamber, basically the entrance to the chamber is here. It's just a bad map. Here.
Oh, okay.
So until you reach that point, all you see is just a tunnel that's going like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But from here, you can start seeing the extent of this cave, which I will show you. So what you see is you descend down this fissure, and the fissure opens up into this very high cavern. Its ceiling easily 40 feet or more overhead. The stairway continues to wind down along a ledge that follows the north wall of the chamber. Basically, yeah, when you are more or less at this point, this becomes a ledge that overlooks the big cave. You see this fast-moving stream, which is about 5 feet wide, running across the floor of the chamber from the north and disappearing under a low stone overhang to the south. You see several larger passageways exiting the room to the southeast and to the northeast.
Okay.
So big cave with a stream by and several exits from this place.
Okay. She will, I guess, approach the water cautiously
Mhm.
and see if she
Okay.
can see how deep it is.
Sure. Roll me a perception test.
All right. We do it on this one, and it is perception. 16.
16. The water is no more than 5 feet deep, in fact, which is not that deep. Like, you would still be with your head and shoulder outside of the water.
But it looks like I could easily jump to the other side of this as well.
You could also easily jump on the other side of this as well, yes.
So what is this exactly?
So down there is basically the water goes under some sort of archway. The only problem is that the archway is like only 6 inches above the water. So you definitely have to go inside the water, and an eventual torch will be quite difficult to keep alight, since you will have to do the Lara Croft thing where you are inside this low cave and you are wading through the water to go to the opposite side.
Not an issue.
I don't like water.
What do you say?
Not an issue.
I don't like water.
Oh, right, sorry.
Ow.
Okay, one at a time. So yeah, Shisa, while you are there, you see there at the back all your colleagues kind of waiting up.
Right.
So you guys are now actually on a balcony of sorts. Nuada, you are just at the entrance of the balcony. Let's say where this line is, that's where the balcony begins. So you are still behind the wall. Does anyone here have a perception of 17 or more? A passive perception.
I think 15 is the highest we've got, right?
15 the highest?
Yep.
Okay. Then as you are there looking at Shisa, who is looking at the water and waiting for something to happen, you suddenly hear a flapping of wings as from the ceiling, hanging there like bats, some big creatures, and in between a bat and a mosquito and a leech, come out from hiding and come crashing down at you.
Sturges.
I would like you all to select your token and then click on initiative, please.
What's the initiative again? Which color?
So you first click on your token, and then
Yeah.
when you go on your character sheet, in between your hit points and your
Oh,
armor
yeah.
class, there is a
So I'm still getting used to this.
yeah, of course.
If my character sheet would pop,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah. So
These
first
are
select your
the same
token.
things we fought
then-
before, right?
You have fought them before. Yeah, these are these nasty creatures that attach themselves to your body and start sucking your blood.
No. Good thing she's
Those guys sucks.
I need this. Okay, so Shisa, you're surprised, but
Do I
you
have
at the end of your now you're completely in the open, so you have no stealth. To have stealth, you need some cover. Yeah. So you're there, but you notice them before they get to you. So basically, your turn ends without you being able to do anything, but you are not surprised anymore. So they won't have advantage on you. Same for Ella. Same for Nuada, who, even though you don't have a chance to react right now, you won't be surprised when it's their turn. But then comes their turn. What happens is they will go to the nearest targets that they can see or to the targets that are more in the open, which means one of them will go on Ella, one of Andril, and one of them will go on Shisa. So Ella, on you, they don't have advantage, so they will try to stick their noses inside your chest. I'm class 8, it's probably a
No,
miss.
that's a miss.
Mercy, you
They have
haven't
advantage?
noticed them yet, so they will have advantage on you. I'm on class 22.
That beats it.
Okay, so you suffer 7 points of piercing damage, and the scourge is attached to you, and you start to hear this sucking sound as it starts to take out blood from your veins. Andril, your turn didn't come yet, so they will also have advantage on you. Armor class 18.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 6 points of piercing damage, and you also start to feel them draining your blood. She said they won't have advantage on you because you have seen them, and with an 8, it will miss you.
Yes.
Mercy,
She's
you're
got cold
surprised. You're cold blood. Mercy surprised, Stanley surprised, Andrew surprised, and it's Shisa's turn.
Okay, in which case, this one is going to get green flame bladed.
Go for it.
So, let's see, that would be Shadow Spike. An 18 to hit.
That is definitely a
Oh,
hit.
sorry,
You slash it.
it's activated the thunder damage instead. It shouldn't be that. It should be, yeah, 5 damage on this one.
5 damage is good? Okay, very well. So with 5 damage, you cut this little creature in half, and it falls into the water.
Nice. And then the other one will take... Let's see, it should be my charisma, so... the other one will take 3 points of fire damage. This one. Faster.
Because of what?
The green. It was meant to be a green flame blade. It was automatically calculated. I said
Okay, but what's the range of that?
within 5 feet of a creature.
Of him. Okay, very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other one also dies terribly. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Shisa.
Ella,
Oh, bear with me here. I want to do Shillelagh as a bonus action, and then use my action to cast Produce Flame.
You can, yes.
It's 2 cantrip, but does that matter?
It's 2 cantrip. No, it doesn't matter. That's fine.
Alright. So, Produce Flame on Eric.
But
Mercy.
Shillelagh is a cantrip. There is a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, very well. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
That just makes it magical weapon.
Sure. Okay,
One of
produce flame.
mercy.
Produce flame. It's a ranged attack, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
was
you have
at
disadvantage. Yeah, because you have one of the birds next to you, so that's a miss.
Yes.
Okay, Nuada, you see that the gnome has been attacked by this blood-sucking creature, and you're just there next to it.
I just pound on it. So I'm gonna use my martial arts skills to do a spear attack as a bonus attack, and then a regular attack as well on this little fucker here.
Go for it.
That works. Okay, so up.
You hit him with your spear. If you click on the word spear that appeared in the chat, it will do damage.
Yeah.
It's 10 points of damage. You cut him in half. Well, in 4 pieces, basically.
That's it.
And if you want, you can still step forward and do your second attack on the one attached to Mercy.
Which I'm going to do immediately.
Okay. So use your bonus action to use an unarmed attack.
Unarmed. Okay.
Unarmed, wait. Yes.
Voila.
That is unfortunately a miss with a 7.
Alright, hopefully we're working again. My headphones decided to die right then and there.
Well, suicidal headphones.
Hopefully
Suicidal
you guys aren't
headphones.
doing too much of an echo.
Sounds like a band name.
If someone is in the chat and is able to speak up and let us just know that we're sounding alright, that would be good. Maybe you guys can hear it on your end.
I don't hear any echo at all, so
Awesome.
fine.
Alright, then.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
what
so
was the last thing we just missed?
I don't know, but in any case, our heroes have just killed 4 little sturges, these blood-sucking bat mosquitoes things, and so we're back at the cave with the stream, with the stream, and
The fumbles.
yes, and nothing. You can choose. What would you like to do? Do you want to go? There is
I'll go
several
to the other
openings.
side here
You
and
start to have a look.
further down these tunnels.
Sure. you just see that the tunnel seemed to open up in a different cave.
What about this one?
That one,
I think that one goes around and reaches the other stream we passed.
Possibly, yeah.
The more you just
Would
lost.
make sense.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to go?
Me, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm just following you guys. Like I said, I'm.
Well,
I'd
Mercy,
prefer
you
the-
wanted to paddle in the water, right?
I don't like water.
I prefer to keep dry, so
Yeah. With all the magic shenanigans going on in this party, I don't want a lightning bolt or anything to come out of nowhere. I'll stay out of the water for now.
Perhaps it'll help if you guys snuck as well.
Mercy looks down at the plate
I'll
armor. she's wearing.
I'll close my lantern, so it's becomes dark around me.
I'll give it a try, but I am wearing plate mail. 17.
yeah, you don't need to roll unless I ask.
Oh,
Point.
okay.
There is nothing to hide from. I mean, and darkness. Well, you start to think that unless you go in a place where you see some lights, if something lives here, they probably don't use lights. So yeah.
you can from now are your feelings, Mercy.
What was that?
The only thing you can hide from now is your feelings.
Okay.
I'm very good
That's
at
harsh.
hiding from those. I'll let you know when I need help with that one.
Ella, can you turn into a fish and check up this river?
No?
Okay.
No.
Got it.
Oh,
The
you
short
want
one doesn't like to be the prey.
what side of the river do you want inspecting?
How about
Oh.
no?
How about
I don't
straight ahead,
know.
but there is no river?
Yes, let's do that part of the river.
My transforming powers are great, but they're not that great.
So, where would you like to go, guys?
East.
Okay.
Say we,
The
say
tunnel.
we go that way.
Okay. So, she's a scout ahead. You begin to see this cavern in front of you. There is several passages branching away from this large, high-ceiling cavern. To the north, yeah, you still have some visual there. A carved square-mouthed tunnel shows that someone has been at work in these caves. To the northeast, there, you see a gate of rough-hewn timber blocking a small passage. And then there is, yeah, the main cave there. If you want to go farther in.
So we'll move forward.
Okay. Shisa, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have a rogue?
We had.
Not anymore.
Nope.
We
We
had.
got a sheet on.
Okay, very well. So yeah,
We're
Shisa,
not having a bar block anymore either.
you make your way as careful as you can in the darkness, though you can still see, of course, in front of you, thanks to your
It's not careful.
your dark vision. Yeah, well, let's just say that not your fault. You kind of stumble on the way, most probably.
You might even say fumble.
You might even say fumble. Yes. and you see that something. Wait, just a question. Anybody here with a 17 of passive perception? Probably not.
Nope.
Nope.
No. Okay. So you start to see, well, mostly here, something approaching you in the darkness. Well, you actually see it. This humanoid creature covered in scales, emanating a stench like swamp and rotten eggs, running its way from behind its corner and jumping at you.
Oh,
While you hear somebody else, like whatever is there at the door, trying to do something about the door. I would like you again to roll me an initiative.
Oh boy, it's one of these sessions. Oh dear.
What am I even rolling today?
22.
Not bad.
You're
At
going
least I
up,
did
man.
better than the enemy.
You're going up, Shisa. Next time you'll roll 20. Natural 20, I mean.
Everybody's there. Yep. So yeah, Shisa, you see the creature just in time to not suffer the worst from it. Same for most of the group I see here, except Andril, but you are luckily very far in the back. So the troglodyte will try to bite and claw at you, Shisa, but without advantage because you are now completely aware of him. The only thing that really bothers you is the stench. Now that's the thing, though. I would say that he only arrived to you just now, so you did not start your turn with him near, so that's fine. He will try to attack you with his bite and claw. First, he tries to bite at you with a measly 6. And then it will claw at you twice. Once with an 11, and another time with a 17.
Ooh, yeah, that might hit.
Would you like to use shield, or it will hit you?
Yes, sure, use shield. Why not?
Up to you. Okay, so you raise your mystical shield of shadowy snakes, and the blow misses you. At the same time, the other troglodyte on the opposite side of the cave is apparently doing something with that door, that gate that was there, and he opens it up, then moves himself aside.
Can we see further into this cavern? Yep.
Yeah, I'm showing a bit more. And something, you hear a growl coming from beyond the cave opening, and something comes out of it. Let me tell you what that is.
Is it a rancor?
Not the rancor.
It is a rancor.
It's a damn bear.
Okay, Andril, you were surprised, and now this is Shisa. You are in complete
Oh, by the
control of your
God.
faculty.
In which case, being a little bit frustrated with this lizard creature attacking her, she is going to draw Shadow Spike and just slice at him. Since they've been discovered, she has no qualms about using a thunder. Is it gonna roll?
Okay, just one thing. The creature, the stench of the creature that emanates from the creature normally upset any other creature, but you being immune to poison do not suffer any issue from it.
Excellent. In which case, he will take 6 points of slashing damage if my 22 hits.
Your 22 definitely hits,
And one
and
more
you.
thunder if he moves.
Okay, great. You cut through its scales. He screams in pain, but he's still there. That said, from the cave, this bear makes his appearance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gets to here. It stands up on 2 legs and roars against. Oh,
We have one of those too.
Ella.
Well now. Hearing the shout of the bear, Ella will use her bonus action to transform into brown bear.
Okay. There where you are, or would you like to move?
I move first.
Coming through.
Excuse
Three.
me. Pardon me.
We thought this was a fight, but it might end up being something completely different.
So you see that
Three.
Ella's shape changes and polymorphs, and she becomes this big brown bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6.
Okay.
So
Bear fight.
then
Bear fight. Okay.
yes,
Do we have
bear
any balls for them to like dance on and any bowling pins to juggle between each other?
Since I have
Okay.
attack, I will bite at the bear,
Go for it. That's a miss.
miss, and I will claw at the lizard thing.
Okay. Go for it. You
It's a crit.
crit. Okay.
That's not a nice way to talk about cheese, huh?
For 18 points of damage.
Okay, you that was the claw, right? You put your paw on his head, smashing him completely down to the ground. All that is left of him, it's a bloody pulp of muscles and blood. The other troglodyte looks in that direction like, huh? Like, how come there's 2 of them?
You're getting out of hand. No, there are 2 of them.
I can't bear this. Okay,
The obligatory
Your puns are unbearable. Stop.
I will run forward,
uh-huh.
throw a hex on the.
Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that was Ella. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was Ella.
Yeah, sorry, I was confusing bears.
Throw a hex on the remaining troglodyte.
Very well.
My
He's
bonus
hacked.
action. And I will choose his strength ability for the disadvantage
Uh-huh.
and blast at him.
You hit him and you blast him out of existence with 1 blow. He splatters against the wall, and all that is left of him, it's a very nice bas relief for what was once a
Oh
troglodyte.
wait, yeah, I
Think of-
added the hex damage, the auto calculation, so I didn't need to roll. Actually, rolled 2 6s. Damn.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Mercy.
Hello, Bear. I'm Kat. Nice to meet you. Would you like some acupuncture? I'm really good at it.
That's clearly worked.
Have a
Okay.
day.
Pierce the
That's my
skin
turn.
of the bear, who screams in pain, and he's pissed at you. Nuada, the troglodytes are dead, but there is still this big bear there in the middle of the room.
How far can I move?
I believe your movement is
30.
30? Okay, then
Yeah.
it's 6 squares.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can basically just come here. That's all I can do for now.
That's correct. Of course, you can also use your action move again if you won't be able to attack, but you can already position yourself somewhere else.
Or I could still use a bonus action as a martial artist to attack.
That is also correct. Just one correction though, your speed is 40 feet, not 30
Ah.
feet. Yeah.
Then it's completely
So
different
8
ballgame.
squares.
So that's
So
8
1,
squares,
2,
yes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You
I
can actually reach here.
Okay, then I'm coming right here, which means that I can hit the fucker. Sorry,
correct.
everyone. And since it's a big one, I'm going to spend 1 key point and do a flurry of blow.
Okay, great.
Oops, sorry. 1, So,
So first you do one
one
attack,
attack.
and then you get 2 attacks with your unarmed attacks.
So one attack with the spear.
That's a hit.
Boom, boom. Damage.
8 points. You slash at it. It screams once again. And then you can do 2 unarmed attacks.
One in each eye.
Okay.
Got a hit.
That is actually a hit. Yeah. For another 6 points of damage. And that's a miss. So
Okay.
first you slash at it with your spear. You pierce him. You jump with your back kick in his face. Well, next to his eye. He moves his head. You return with trying to headbutt him from down up, but his head was moved aside, and so you missed this last blow. The troglodytes are all dead. Andrew.
Well, where am I going?
Where
Not a lot of
are
space
you?
left. Where
That's
am I
true.
going?
Maybe I will take out the troglodytes so you can better see your options.
Yeah,
Unless you think that they have the situation under control, that you can just, chill.
yeah. I'm like, come on, guys! I know you can do it. We're almost there.
Okay,
You know-
Shisa.
If you were Bard, that would have worked.
Yeah, I know.
She's having observed the others do some impressive martial arts. Not to be outdone, starts moving around to try and flank the bear.
Okay. Well, there's no flanking, but that's fine.
Well, there is flanking, it just doesn't give advantage.
Ah, yes. Okay. Excuse me.
And she will attack the bear with with Shadow Spike.
Go for it.
14,
That is actually a hit.
7 damage.
7
6 moves
damage.
additional.
Okay. Okay, the bear seems to be really at the end of its life, so he roars in a rage, and he unleashes his rage on Mercy.
always
First,
happens.
sorry. Wait, I missed. There was also another bear. Sorry, it could have been.
No, it's fine.
On Nuada, in fact. Excuse me.
Bring
So
it
Nuada,
on.
yeah,
Give me your best shot. I can take.
don't say that. The bear.
Thank you for
And
joining
crit.
us for this one-off session.
The bear comes at you with his bite. This is actually, for some reason, it's not adding my bonus, but it's not 15, it's actually 20.
Then it's a hit.
So yeah, I guess it's definitely a hit. And it's also not rolling damage for some reason. Jay, what's the damage of a bear bite?
Bear bite is that's 1d8 plus 4. Or plus 5, yes, 20 strength.
No, plus 4. Yeah. So it's 5 points of damage with a bite, Nuada. And then it goes with his claws. 18 is probably also hit, I guess.
Yep.
For 13 points of damage. So first he nibbles a bit at you on the shoulder. You agilely get away from the most of the damage, but then it just smashes at you with his claw, ripping your clothes apart, and you see these big gashes opening in your chest. Ella.
Welcome to the tank life.
Well, seeing as he just attacked one of my own, I will bite and claw him back.
Go for it.
With a miss.
That's a miss. That's a
And a
hit.
hit.
Okay. So, Ella, claim your fame.
So, as it's rearing back on its legs to slash at Moada, Ella will take opportunity when he's still on his back paws to slash at his chest and, well, make a huge gash in it, making it spill blood all over the floor.
Okay, and with a mild roar, the bear falls on his side, dead while you are there, all of you breathing heavily around its corpse. Okay. What would you like to do?
Take the meat.
Eat your enemy.
That
Grow
is the
stronger.
right attitude.
Consume him.
Search the troglodyte bodies to see if there's any clues. Any signs?
The troglodyte bodies? Let me see. The troglodytes, they did not seem to possess anything of any value, in fact. The only thing of note about them is their terrible, terrible stench. In that side of the cave, though, was the lair of the bear.
The bear lair.
The bear lair.
The bear lair.
The bear lair.
The Blair.
And in the bear pen, in fact,
Seems like they didn't go for the bare minimum.
apart from bear droppings and fur from the bear, you don't see anything of value there either. And yeah, the troglodytes are dead, so interrogating them is out of the question right now.
Unless we can speak with the dead.
Unless you can speak with the dead, indeed.
Someone rip their souls out so we can scream at it.
I would like to investigate the small thingy up here.
That little cave up there, it seems that the troglodytes were used as their own personal lair. It stinks even more than usual.
Okay. I hold my nose while I investigate.
Okay, roll me an investigation check. You are pretty sure that nothing has escaped your perusal, but there is simply nothing of worth in this place.
And the other cave, it just looks like it was occupied by the bear.
That is correct, yes.
Alright, then I guess it's time to head down south, and it's like,
We should be on the lookout for more troglodytes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Nuada, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Might want to do me a favor and stay behind the person with armor. Clothing doesn't make good armor.
Stay behind what?
Stay behind me. I have the armor. She pats the mishmash of just dwarven plates that's just hide to her.
Do I stay here, right?
When we're in combat, stay behind
you have
me.
you've been heavily wounded.
Yeah.
That at the current, yeah.
Shisa will actually go up to Nuada and put her hand on his shoulder if he allows him and says,
Thanks for the tea.
And cure wounds for 8.
Okay.
If you click on your token, you will see that there is a red. Oh, okay, that's it. I didn't. Damn. Okay, so yeah, you feel that Shisa, what does your healing look like or feels like?
It kind of feels like when she touches it, the skin, like it's like the skin all dries out and then peels off like a snake skin, and underneath it's healed.
Okay, very well. So not the most pleasant experience, Wada, but at least your flesh is mended.
Okay.
It's still a bit creepy.
It
Has it
is.
feel to molt for the first time in your life?
Second, guys, I really have to make that phone call.
Okay, Shisa, you see, 3 passages.
Yeah, she will come down into this intersection.
Okay, from here you can see this, and from here you can see this. What you see in the room to the west, which I suppose it has already attracted your attention, is a trickle of water seeping down from the side above reaches this irregular cavern, nourishing a profusion of fungus, weird puffballs, tall caps, and patches of fuzzy mold in a variety of colors. From where you are, you see this golden brown carpet of mold covering an old skeleton in rusted mail here inside the room. And there is a narrow passageway leading, yeah, that's the one that you are looking from. So there's this passageway leading there. And yeah, I'll show you maybe the whole room.
She'll go in and investigate the skeleton.
Okay.
Be careful.
You investigate the skeleton. Okay. Roll me an investigation check then.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you touch the thing here, and suddenly a cloud of spores emanates from the skeleton. You clearly see that some kind of poison has now been spread. You've been immune to poison, don't care much about this.
Perhaps you boys should avoid this place. You too, Mercy.
You can count me as part of the boys. No big deal.
No.
And the dwarf himself, well, the corpse of the dwarf is clutching a bright sword that gleams in its grasp.
Well, that looks useful.
What's that you found there, Shisa?
Looks like a sword that's very glowy.
Oh?
Yes.
Also, the helmet of the dwarf, it's made of steel chased with silver, and it could be worth something.
All right. Do any of these look like they could be items that the dwarf was asking for?
The sword itself has some marks that remind you a lot of other items you have seen in the Sunless Citadel, so in your previous adventure. Like the same smith would have forged this.
Okay. But we're not in the
Though
same
it's
world.
very weird because you know that your previous adventure was actually in another world.
Plane.
Yeah, that
Yes.
is weird. The glowing sword, I think we can assume is magical.
Okay, the sword is not really glowing, it's gleaming. What I want to say is that
Okay.
even though it's in a place that it's so old and covered in moss, for some reason this sword hasn't lost its shine,
All right. Well, if
which
we-
could still be an indication, as you say, that it has some properties.
if we're happy to spend the 10 minutes, I can identify it.
It's the holy sword.
I'm fine with this. I like shiny things.
Yeah.
I like to know what they do.
Yeah, I could do it as well. I
Maybe
mean,
Mercy's sword floated all the way here.
And got cleaned in the process.
It could be.
My sword was never dirty. Except for that one time.
You keep telling
I don't want
yourself
to tell that story.
So yeah, I identify it as a ritual.
Okay, so you stay a bit there in between the poisonous spores, which you just inhale through your nostrils as it was nothing. And yeah, eventually you realize that yes, this sword, it's a very artful manufacture, and it is indeed magical, and it is a long sword +1. So whoever wields this sword will have a bonus of 1 on his attack rolls and damage rolls.
All right. She turns to Mercy and says,
Perhaps this is more your style. It's not your original one, but it's not a rapier either.
You are very much right. This is much more my style. She will take it. She'll hold up the rapier. Is like, anybody want this? Nope.
Yes.
Here you go. She hands it off and replaces where the rapier's sheath sat with the new longsword.
Perhaps, Endril, a rapier would be of interest to you.
Yeah, seems like there's something off in this cave. It's interfering with my magic. So
Yes, it's cave, of course.
yes.
Mm.
Fine, whatever.
Magic bullshit. I don't know anything about magic. Look at me. It's a rapier +1. That's all it is.
Okay.
Can you use a rapier, Andrew? Are you proficient with it?
I should.
I think
Oh,
you're
wait, I'm
proficient
not-
with the longsword, but not with the rapier.
Yeah, exactly. I am. Wow.
I am trained in one of these.
Which one?
The rapier.
Well, then take
You
it.
take it then.
Okay. I don't know if I'll actually be using it, but
You never know.
yeah, a magic weapon always comes in use.
That's a fact.
Let's move.
Okay. Yes, you move on. You keep going south.
Everything's going south now.
Everything's going south now.
Is it obvious that this connects?
Well, when you look for a second down there, yeah, it does. Okay. What is this place? Wow. Way down. So, Shisa, you look inside this huge cave. And when you are approaching, you actually see some light emanating from this cave. This great cavern glimmers with a faint phosphorescence. The ceiling is almost 50 feet overhead, and bright flecks and gleaming stone formations are visible in the distance. Patches of strange fungi dot the floor, including capped stalks standing as tall as a human and glowing puffballs almost a yard wide. High ledges rise 15 to 20 feet above the floor on the north, south, and west walls. Narrow passageways lead off to the north and to the south, and a flight of carved stone stairs descend from the western ledge to a path that meanders through the center of the chamber toward a small iron door in the eastern wall. Audible throughout the entire chamber is the sigh of a soft, cool breeze that rises toward the surface far above. Since the place is actually illuminated by all this glitter, I will show you the extent of this cave.
Man, I hate fungus.
Mhm. I will go up to the east side of the cave and be on my guard, I guess. Hoping
Huge place here.
It's massive.
It is. Yes. Clearly a place where a dragon would be at home.
I was exactly thinking.
Well, like in a
It's like, oh, it's a huge place for a huge monster.
Like dragons.
and that path is really just a trail. Is it a flail snail?
What am I looking at?
Oh,
The path. Maybe it's a huge trail. Of
The
some
path.
creature.
Yeah. Well, it is actually there because
You
basically
guys
the
are all
place is full
frozen.
of, the whole place is full of fungi and mushrooms and puffballs. stuff like that. That is like
Okay.
a free place where you can walk without being among among the mushrooms, let's say.
All right.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
as someone who's been playing a lot of Out of the Abyss recently, I do not like this. This is where we become Zugdmoy slaves.
Yes.
It's all part of his plan.
Okay, I'm
Stop
cool
it.
with that.
Yeah, cool with that.
I like my mind.
So yeah, I go investigate the west side of the cave.
Yeah, that's
The
what
west
Shanka
side.
did as well, but a bit more southeast, southwest.
West Side Story?
Oh, we'll see if there's a story in it or not.
Come on in,
stairs,
Bear.
Are they going up on the west or
So
are they
yeah.
going down?
They are going up to some ledge that is there, and I will show you also the ledge now.
I will send Kree up there to see what might be hidden up there, because he has blind sight.
Okay, great. So when Shisa goes there and Kree flies there, you see this still very large cave, also faintly lit by this natural phosphorus. The ceiling rises 50 feet high in some places. Crystals glimmer softly in the eerie light. Weird, beautiful flows and structures of delicate stone graze the chamber. Basically, these things that you see, these weird blocks that you see here. The western portion of this great cave is separated by the rest by a steep bluff. That's actually this thing that you saw here and you climbed up. The thing here is of the height, a couple dozen large stone sepulchres line the cavern walls, each carved with intricate reliefs and designs and marked with dwarvish runes. Basically, all these constructions are dwarven sepulchres, in fact.
Treasure time.
There is 23 sepulchres in total. The lids are carved in the likenesses of grim dwarves in armor. Dwarvish runes on the front of each tomb appear to represent the names of the occupants or the intended occupants. 3 of the stone coffins have additional runes carved into them.
They stick out.
Because of these additional runes. Anybody here speak Dwarvish?
Speaks what?
Dwarvish? Dwarven?
No, I do not.
Only when I'm drunk in the morning.
Quick, someone give him alcohol.
Well, Shisa will investigate the ones with the extra writing.
Yes, there is some additional information Dwarven on those sepulchres, but unless you can read Dwarven.
She'll check them for traps, and if she can't find any, she'll try to open one.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Kidoke. Oh, why do I have to suck at that? Oh. Not
Okay,
so bad.
well, you checked the first one, let's say, and you don't think that it is trapped.
Then I will open it.
Okay, you open one of the 3 special coffins, and inside there is the semi-mummified corpse of a dwarf.
I guess I'll search the corpse.
This specific one has the only thing of value that you can still see. It's a ring of gold dragon holding its tail in its mouth.
Yoink.
Interesting.
Wrong ring.
A rung of gold.
Yeah, a
Wrong of
gold.
guilt.
Yeah.
No. To have guilt, you need to have conscience.
That's correct.
Okay, she will pilfer that and start looking at the next one.
You open the next one. There is also here a dwarven corpse. This one has been buried with a finely crafted warhammer inset with a garnet. Worth 110 gold pieces.
Does it have any defining marks or anything like that?
It seems also to have been crafted by the same dwarven artisans that you have met before.
Oh, curious. I will start investigating the coffins at the top.
So one of the special ones, or just all the others?
So where were these special ones? Were they?
There was, let's say, one here. One to the north, one to the south, one in the middle.
I will. Yeah, I'll do the one in the north.
So the last one.
Yeah.
There is also the corpse of a dwarf, but you don't see anything of any value inside his tomb.
Well, this sucks.
I'm also studying the coffins, but just I'm not opening them, just making notes about decorations and the way it all looks.
They are clearly very, very ancient.
Exactly, that's why I'm studying them.
Yeah. At the same time, probably not all of them are filled with a corpse. So some of them are still empty.
Look, I guess we'll spend some time making sure we haven't missed anything.
Okay. Well, searching this place will it takes a lot of time because the place is so big. So while you three are there doing this, Madame Mercy and Ella are there doing that. Okay, Nuada, Mercy, and Ella, I'm supposing that you're not just passively staying there waiting for the worst to happen.
Ella will be wandering around the huge cave.
Yeah, so the three of you can make me a perception test.
Based on
wisdom. If you look at your skills, there is perception.
I know, but is it based on smell?
It is not based on smell, no. Sight.
Ooh, 19.
Nice.
I just realized I never picked an additional language.
Okay.
Would have been good
Ella.
to have Dwarvish.
Okay, nice. Okay. So Ella and Mercy, you see that Nuada is there painting the scene with his painter kit, probably a bit unaware of what is going on around him, completely taken by the austere and dark beauty of this place. But the two of you instead, the two of you notice that dropping down from the ceiling, two weird creatures tried to literally get the drop on you. I say weird because they look like big heads with beaks and tentacles, like big worms with beaks at the end and 4 tentacles at the end around their beak. They're completely monstrous and thing that you have seen before.
Adorable.
Adorable, in fact, yes. Luckily for you, the two of you haven't been caught by surprise. Everybody else has been. Well, 3 of you are just too far away to even realize what's going on until the first cries are uttered. And Nuada is just completely taken by his art. So everybody can roll me an initiative.
Why has my rolls on initiative gotten progressively worse? Oh. Better problems.
I cannot roll it yet because I haven't seen.
You have to roll, but you will have surprise.
Okay.
You just won't be acting during the turn.
Okay then.
Okay, if my description of it wasn't clear enough, I'm linking here a drawing of it. You can click on it and see what it looks like. Okay.
That's a face only a mother could love.
Yeah. Ella,
Even then.
the creature hasn't dropped yet on you. It's still 50 feet up. So unless you have a way to hit it there.
I will move to where I think it will drop and
Yeah.
ready my action to use my claws on it.
To claw on it. Okay, very well. Talon is surprised, Andrew is surprised, Nuada is surprised, she says there. Mercy. The creatures are still attached to the ceiling and about to drop.
That's fine. I'm gonna throw a trident at it.
What are you doing?
Throwing a trident.
You're chucking your trident at one of them. You definitely hit him with this wonderful throw. Which one is it? The south or north?
South.
South. Okay. I see that you added a +2. I don't think that applies for ranged attack.
That +2 should not, no.
No. Okay, but so you still hit it. The creature screams in pain, and understanding that the two of you at this moment pose the greatest threat, they both fall down where you are. Ella, you have a rated action, so you can attack yours.
Yes. Why is this so small again? Damn, you rolled 20. Why are you so stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Armor class 16.
It's definitely a hit.
Ooh.
For 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. It did not like that. You cut a huge gash in its body, and it screams like the monstrosity that it is. And then it will retaliate. He will use his tentacles on you, and only if his tentacles hit can he make you a bite. Okay, let's see. Tentacle. I've got 15.
That is a hit.
8 points of slashing damage, and as it slashes at you with his tentacle, brings you nearer to his beak with a 10, which is a miss, I guess.
Is.
Okay. Mercy. The Greek that fell on you will try and do the same thing. A 14 with his tentacles, and since you are so heavily armored, he cannot use his beak. Ella.
So I will now slash it again and bite it. I will show him how it's done to bite something.
Go for it.
Claws is miss. And that is how you bite.
You definitely showed him how to bite something. Damage.
For 11 damage.
You bite its head off, and the creature falls dead. Talon, you have now heard some screams, and you, since the whole cavern is illuminated by this phosphorescence, can see them.
Yeah, well, I also have 120 feet.
Okay. That's completely fine.
I will move forward. I can move this far. And I think that's well within, it's well within range of my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so if you moved forward, it means that you jumped down that ridge there.
Yes, that probably would be a problem.
Not
can I stop
a problem.
on top of the ridge?
Of course. Or you can jump down with an athletics check. That's what I was about to say.
Makes more sense to stop on top of the ridge.
Okay.
And I will blast the remaining one. Or 15.
That is a hit, yeah.
And only the force damage this time, so 13.
13 damage. Okay. You blasted it, and you see big chunks of its flesh start to fly away. Andrew.
Oh wow, it's not dead yet.
Nope.
Yeah, I will run up to the edge of this thing, take out my longbow.
Here it goes.
Yeah, and let's
Oh,
try
no.
hitting the one that's still alive.
Oh no.
Let's
Remember
give
what
it a
I told
try.
you?
Hey,
Hey, look at that! I finally do something
this bow.
this session. No, this session.
This session. Okay. You pierce it inside the mouth with your arrow. He smashes the arrow by closing its jaws, its beak on it, but it's not looking good. Nuada, you are now aware.
Up. One attack with a spear and my martial arts.
Go for it.
And an unarmed attack if needed. So there we go.
That's a hit. You pierce him with your spear. You think it needs just a little push to go into the realm of the dead.
And it's a miss.
That wasn't the push he needed. So you are there. You keep him busy. Shisa.
Guessing she probably hears a commotion.
Yeah, absolutely. You are now aware.
And there's light over in that direction you said.
There is light. Yeah, the whole cave is illuminated by this fluorescent.
So she'll come down the stairs and she'll be like, Mercy's a bit in the way, but why not? She'll try out a little bit of flashy magic.
Okay.
And she will throw an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Your Serpentine Eldritch Blast hits the creature fair and square. Mercy moves aside at the very last moment, and the creature is blasted out of existence.
Some cat-like reflexes, man.
Yeah. One more threat has been averted.
Or snake-like accuracy.
Yes. Shall we say that? Okay, you understand that, these caves still hide many dangers, but you have successfully faced these two. So what would you like to do now?
If we're pretty much finished searching, there is...
Yes, the other coffins, they don't seem to have anything of any importance at this point.
Then perhaps these stairs down here?
Yes, of course. You can go to the south. Let me see what's there. Those stairs are actually going down. No, up. The stairs are going up. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so when you put your little head out of that tunnel, you can see the following. You hear the thunderous roar of falling water filling this long, low chamber, and spray makes everything slick and wet. A fast stream rushes through the center of the cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud in the western wall. A crude dam of rock and mud. It must be somewhere here. No, probably somewhere here. Yeah. Anyhow, the stream disappears into a dark shaft at the cavern western hand. Rough, winding path follows the stream toward the east. So here, the stream goes inside this hole and down, and then there is some sort of winding path going all around that hole where the stream goes, but it seems to be extremely sleek and wet.
Oh, there's some jokes in there, but let's leave that alone for now.
Maybe later on in the evening.
Maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there's a path here, and this continues.
Also that, yeah. Yes,
Can
and
we
that
tell me
continues.
how deep the stream is or how fast moving it is?
It's really rushing waters. I think that it may be dangerous to walk next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should go and check out the stairs.
Good idea. I will
Okay,
follow you
so-
closely.
When you both pass by here, you can both make me an acrobatics check.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, very well.
Someone's going for a swim.
Are you one of them swimming snakes?
So, as I was saying, the whole cavern is made very sleek and slippery due to the water spraying a bit everywhere, since it rushes so fast. And when you reach this strait here, you kind of slip, and you fall into the stream for half of your speed, so for 15 feet, basically. You are in the water and sliding, thrown that way.
Okay. I will use shape water to make an ice block of this square, actually. So 5 feet ice block.
A 5 feet ice block. Okay, very well.
Yeah. 5
So
feet
you
on 5
create,
feet.
yeah, sure. You create an ice block there.
Let's hope it doesn't just float away.
Yeah, it's good. She said, do you want to do something, or anybody else? Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to try and get out of the water.
You want to try and get out of the water. You can make me a strength.
Athletics check? Or just strength?
How do you interpret strength saving throw to athletics
Oh,
check?
you cut out with the saving throw.
I cut out. Okay, so strength saving throw. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. This is not going to end up well, I don't think.
Okay, you actually managed to roll out of the water and put yourself here inside the cave, still prone, but out of the rushing waters. Mercy, Tarling, Noada, Ella, do you want to do something?
I'll go help Andrew.
Me too.
Okay.
I will be forcing my way up the stairs because it's too small for me.
Yeah, you have to squeeze. So
I
it's like
extend my
half your...
spear so I can grab it.
Very well. So Nuada extends its spear. Mercy is there to catch Andril as Nuada stops him with his spear. So all three together joining efforts, you manage to get Andril out of the water. The only problem is that when Mercy and Nuada pass by this intersection, I would like both of you to make me an acrobatics check.
I'm good at those. I'm somewhat good at those.
12 was just enough.
8
Nuada,
is totally
yeah.
enough.
It's my cat instinct to stay out of the water.
You fell and you were basically in the same situation as Andril. This means that Mercy, your attempt is not an automatic success, but Andril can make me a strength saving throw with advantage because Mercy is helping out. Whoa.
Wow.
Right.
It was meant to be.
So yeah, you have saved Andril, but Nuada has gone into the waters.
I could
Tarling.
actually easily get out.
I guess I will have to.
You will have to,
I guess I will have to follow.
if
So
that's
I
what you want to do.
don't think. Actually, it was only on that spot that it looked too slippery to move.
No,
right?
it's everywhere. It's slippery, but that spot is very near to the water also.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Don't bother. Honestly, I can really get out of it like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nuada,
well, I
from
will,
the
I will
water.
just try and walk over and roll an acrobatics as well.
Okay,
then.
since you have seen what happened to everybody else, you can roll your acrobatic check with advantage as you take care to. 12 was just enough.
Yeah, the advantage didn't make a difference.
Indeed. Okay, Nuada, how do you plan to get out of the water?
By the blessing of the Raven Queen.
All right.
Ooh.
So what happens? You see Nuada disappearing in a puff of shadows, reappearing behind Shisa.
All this damn magic.
So,
Man, I'm gonna magic my sword into someone's chest at some point, and then I'm gonna feel real good. Yeah.
What do you think I pale Eladrin?
It's skills. I mean, yeah,
Skills, of course.
that's it.
Mercy is just gonna tiptoe very quickly away from the water.
Okay.
Growling.
Ella, are you doing this in your bear form?
Yes.
Okay. Since you are large and you have to squeeze, you will have to roll an acrobatics check, normally with disadvantage, but if you are careful, you can roll a normal acrobatics check.
I will be careful.
Okay. That's fine. So everybody manages to go to the other side. As I was saying, there is this big hole where the water is going in. Now there is a block of ice stopping the water and forcing it to go around the block of ice. While Shisa, you looking inside that cave, it is a round cave that actually contains stairs going down,
Oh,
deeper down.
Goes down here. Should we follow? Or
I think there was more to the big cave back there.
Yeah, but
Yes.
are we? Yeah, actually, we need to search everything.
I guess,
Maybe we can find what we're looking for over there.
perchance. But then again, that was.
Is
very
Nuada and
small.
Merce? Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe we should
Oh, I'm
take
sorry.
a look downstairs and see what it looks like.
I could barely hear you.
Sorry.
I will send down Scree. Maybe he can relay what he sees down there.
Sure. When you send Scree down, it can tell you that what's really impressive is the noise of the waterfall crashing down there, and he simply sees more caves.
Okay, I attune to the senses of Scree,
Mhm.
so I see what he sees.
He sees a big cave in which the waterfall ends, basically, and comes crashing down. A cave, more of this water, more of this stream, nothing really differentiating whatever he sees down there from what you see here.
There's more caves down there. More water. Not. There's a lot of different ways we could go through there, but I don't really see anything of interest right now. I'd have to go deeper.
Fine. If you
Whoa.
want to go back over the slippery stones, that's fine. Perhaps a rope.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I would say
Freeze
that
a portion of the river, or make it move another way.
yeah.
Just
With
gonna
a careful use of shape water, you can clearly make enough of a path for you to go unimpeded, at least in that intersection there.
Quickly onto the stairs, away from the water.
Yeah, as I was saying, if Andril supports shape, then it won't be a problem. Now that you know what the risk is and careful enough.
If I have to, I'll climb the long way around. Up and over.
Ah,
I
all the endings.
I will follow the path because that's a free path, right? There's no fungi.
That's less mushrooms.
Yeah. So I'll follow it, and then I guess I will come at the door or something.
Yes, there is a door. There is this ledge. Well, you will have to climb it if you want to go up there, and there seems to be an opening also there. But indeed, there is a door there, an iron door, in fact, cut into the current wall. There is a small but strong-looking door of iron plates, about 5 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Heavy rivets, studded surface, and a tarnished silver roof. The same symbol, the same rune that you saw many weapons already, gleams on the door's rusted face.
Does it have a lock?
It
Does it have a bolt?
there is a pintle that's fitted through the middle, so it has no hinges. The door itself is just two pieces of steel, two pieces of sheets iron bolted to a strong frame. It does have a keyhole.
Andrew, did you not
Yes.
say that you were able to pick locks?
Yes, but someone has the lockpicking tools with him.
Oh, that would have been the kobold.
I guess so.
So I guess we're searching for a key then.
Try to
Or
force the door open.
if someone has the strength for it, I do have a crowbar.
I can give it a try.
Sure.
I'll take the crowbar and try to get this door open.
Make me a strength check with advantage.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad at all. You really think you have done your very, very best, but the door won't budge.
Wow.
One more try. I think I got. Nope. Nope. It's not coming open.
You have never been so sure of your abilities, but it's just too strong. You think you need either a giant strength or
Or
the key. Or the key.
Or the key.
or
If it's
could I
locked,
try
there
to
isn't.
push it open as bears?
You can try, yeah, of course.
A strength check, right?
Yes.
You want me to set up the crowbar so you can use it in bear form just by pushing on it really hard?
That makes no sense.
a
Makes no
bear-
sense.
yeah. Well, you also put a lot of strength behind the push, but it's it's iron sheets bolted to stone. It's
Them damn iron
probably
shits.
beyond your capabilities.
Damn you dwarves.
Guys, I
Those
have
rock
this
munchers.
feeling that perhaps we have to go down that hole and find a key.
This ledge goes up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's
You
down
guys want to
here?
go up this ledge?
I will first send Scree to see what's up there.
Okay. You send Scree to check what's up there. It is a cave. You see. Well, Scree has blind sight. What
Yes.
kind of details does it see? Well, okay. I would say that his blind sight does identify that there is something that doesn't reverberate like stone, but more like metal up there inside the cave.
Seems like not everything in that cave is made of stone.
You have that rope.
I do not.
Want bears?
Can't you climb it, Mercy?
Yeah, but I don't think you guys can climb it so easily. The idea is me get up there, drop a
Pretty
rope
sure
down so you can
Ella
climb up.
Can climb it pretty easily.
Yeah, I have a rope for you.
Just saying,
Alright.
bears have a climb speed.
Hand me the rope, and I'll make sure you all get up there.
I give her the rope. I also have pitons if you need them.
Sure.
Ella
hang on.
will actually nudge to get the rope and puts it in her mouth.
Okay.
And we'll
That
then
works too.
and we'll then climb up the ledge.
Okay. Bear and Cat and Bat are up there. You see that this cave probably was a lair of some beasts. With a nature check, the two of you there.
Well, even if I would know what it was, I couldn't really convey it. So
Sure, I can tell you if you want. Okay, Mercy, you think that this was the lair of those two tentacle creatures that attacked you before?
Maybe they have eggs.
Maybe. Though you see that there is a lot of grisly remains inside the cave, and among the grisly remains, there is a partially still usable suit of scale mail and several scattered coins. If you spend some time there gathering all the coins, you can recover 200 coppers, 180 silver, and 60 gold.
Yeah, sure. I'll spend the time doing that. I like shinies. It's a cat fancy. Very shiny things are good.
That's a fact.
It's a bit of an addiction.
Man,
Don't
Right.
don't tell my mother. She'll be very mad.
I'm guessing we're not taking the scale though.
it's partially still useful, but I don't know if anybody here needs a scale or.
I don't think so.
I don't. Think
I'll bring it
anyone-
out and show
No.
it to everybody.
I can't use it.
Unless it's got that mark on it.
Mm.
Fausto?
Yes.
It doesn't have the maker's mark of the dwarf. that we-
This one doesn't.
Okay, then
No.
she's just like,
I think it's shit. Let's just leave it.
Alrighty.
Too
She-
heavy.
Drop it.
Did you
what
check its
is
pockets?
down in this area? She looks back over her shoulder towards Nuada and says, "Oh,
It's a wall.
Sorry.
You see something I don't because it looks like a wall.
So if I look at the configuration of this whole thing, I'm beginning to pursue is actually going down the hall.
Mm.
yep."
Because when we came through, there was this big cage from which the bear came out of, right?
Mhm.
The river we've seen that goes below a broken arch probably continues to the place where almost all fell in the water. The only exit would be the hole, which means quite a dive.
Mhm.
How deep was the hole actually?
Well,
Um,
the stairs
the
here
whole-
down.
Yeah, there is also a staircase going down. The hole itself is like 60 feet deep.
That's quite a fall.
I'll take the stairs.
Yeah.
Never skip a leg day.
Is there
I'll-
sound
When we go
safer?
past that bend, I will redirect the river again. Make it float.
Released.
Make it float or something. I mean, I can do it.
I'ma just climb along the wall. Take the long way.
Shisa rolls her eyes on the way back.
Okay, so you're going back there.
Mm-hmm.
To head down the stairs.
Yes. Just a thing that, of course, you are all aware of. Some of you are looking for a specific thing, which
Yeah,
may
stories.
be yes, huh? Which
Yeah.
may be anywhere.
Yes.
Got it.
Just
Everybody grab a pickaxe. We're going through the walls.
Or we have to follow
Okay.
the river because
Well,
we
I
haven't
do have a
actually seen the
pickaxe.
whole of the river.
If we maybe spend a couple of days here, we could maybe dig around that door.
Well, we could go under the arch. It seemed like the water was deep enough that you could actually get under it.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or over here. The other stone thingy.
Well, I'm thinking
That's
perhaps
correct.
the water is moving too quickly there.
So I would actually like to do, in some people's like stupid, try to use this hole to climb down.
You want to
You know
climb
there's
down this
stairs,
hole?
right?
Looks like
Yeah,
we're
here
taking
there
the
is also stairs. Yeah.
I shall ignore the steps and I shall take the hole.
A bear died.
Sure. Okay, so you take the hole.
Holy shit.
Okay, roll me a strength saving throw.
Bad, huh?
Strength check as a bear, right?
Strength saving throw. As a bear, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have intro, so it's just.
So just click on strength.
Ooh.
Okay, very well. So yeah, you see that the bear tentatively goes where the water is and then puts one claw against the wall, another against the other wall. Then you see the claw kind of slipping to the wall, and then you start to hear woo, and then you hear splash.
Avenge me.
Hey, no damage check, so I'd say you're.
Bear.
Sighs heavily and starts going down the stairs.
Ah, there's the damage check.
Bear, you suffer 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Ow.
But you have
You know-
fallen all the way down. While Shisa is taking the stairs, right?
Oh, I'm taking the stairs as well.
Also taking the stairs?
Hostage
Is,
battle.
is
Yes.
everybody else taking the stairs?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, sure.
Oh,
Okay, very well.
actually, I am taking the
Yeah.
stairs and I am standing scree after Ella.
Okay, very well. So you go down, 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 down. And I will show you what you see. A big dark.
Oh.
Oh, we're in the sinkhole, obviously, guys. Don't. You know?
Clearly. Huh?
It
Yeah.
says it right there.
Oh, so we didn't have to climb. We shouldn't climb down. We should sink down.
Obviously. What are we, monsters?
Okay, so yeah, Ella here is here in the wall, and all the others are coming down the stairs. And Scree is together with Ella there. Alrighty. So what you see once you arrive down there is this. There is this loud waterfall spilling down to the northeast wall of this cavern into a deep pool. And the rocky walls glisten with spray and a weird array of colorful minerals and strange liquid. I hear my voice through one of you.
It's
Shouldn't be me.
Davide.
It's me?
I
new
guess
guy.
It's you.
it's a new guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Okay, you see once again this fast out from the pool at the base of the falls, and a nearby natural passage heads in the same direction. A set of narrow stairs are the one you just came from. And two old wooden doors stand in a wall of dressed stone to the east. So all these natural cave, well, natural, of course there were stairs carved there, but here on this side, it seems that they put more work in the building here.
Wait, hold
Or
on.
of course there's still the stream there. Now our good friend Ella fell into the water there. Anyone that fell into the pool will be okay. Ella,
Yes.
make me another strength saving throw.
10.
10. Okay, so what happens is you are once again pushed by the water 20 feet per round. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here, though, let's say, since you are so big, you get stuck here where the water is. Yeah.
Are you calling the bear fat?
Big. I'm calling it big. And when your companions arrive at the bottom of the stairs, they see you there creating a natural dam. Where
Choking up water.
yes.
Damn, girl.
Needed to go for a bot.
Eventually you can manage to get yourself out of the water and spraying a bit water all around as you dry yourself.
Yeah. It was a nice bath.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you take a bath, man?
I'm gonna take the initiative. I'm gonna move over here, ready to ambush anything that comes out those doors. You've been ambushed way too many times down here.
Mercy raid is
Ready an arrow.
you get your bow, you ready an arrow.
Shisa knocks on the door. No kidding.
This door?
Sure, fine. She knocks on the door.
Toomp, toomp, toomp. No one is answering. You're knocking.
She will look to see if it's locked or trapped.
The door is it's actually swollen shut from dampness, so it will require a bit of strength to open up.
Or she could use Shadow Spike,
Mhm.
which
To break it.
deals critical damage against objects such as wooden doors,
Doors.
and just bust it open.
You can certainly do that.
Do you want me to roll?
No, so you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you give it a couple of blows and the door shatters, revealing the room behind.
A depot.
In fact, yes, it looks to be like a store. The door is destroyed and it reveals this low chamber of dressed stone. The chamber is filled with what appears to be rotten food. Barrels of salted meat gone bad, sacks of flour or grain covered in rusted colored mold, tons of cider turned to vinegar. Two open archways in the east wall lead to a similar room, and two more openings are dimly visible beyond. Basically, yeah, you can see the room beyond.
Guys, it's okay. The room is dressed. We're not walking in on any problems.
Any naked. Yeah.
No
We're
naked
not
problems.
perverts.
Shisa turns to Mercy and says, "After you."
No, of course. Let's go and I'll just start investigating, make sure there's nothing hidden. Oh,
Inside the room?
yeah. Like, I'll take the upper path and just start like checking like the piles of stuff, looking for
check
anything
around a
hidden.
bit. Okay.
Mhm.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, investigation is not my strong suit. Ooh, 13.
13. In this first part of you don't seem to find anything useful apart from rotten food and stuff.
Hmm.
Seems clear.
Okay.
So we'll go into the second part.
Okay, Sheila, when you go into you see that suddenly from all the garbage something lashes out.
Of course it
What
does.
appeared to be just a wet patch of floor suddenly twists like a snake and lunges at you.
Am I taken by surprise?
Yeah.
Ah.
Are you armor class 20?
Oh! Oh, thank God that was an attack roll. I thought it was damage, and I'm like, 30!
It's only 30.
If I'm surprised, I can't. Yeah. I
You
can't, do
can't
anything
use
against
shield.
that.
Yeah. No. You see that this pseudopod slashes at you for 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and as this weird tentacle of gray ooze hits you, apart from the physical damage, you feel the sting of acid piercing through your skin for an additional 6 points of acid damage.
Fuck. She will scream.
Okay. You can all roll me an initiative. Where is this thing? I don't have it. Okay.
And it doesn't
Okay.
exist.
All right. My initiative rolls went worse and worse, and now they're back. It's the feng shui, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, mine too, actually.
Oh no, it's a white cube.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
no.
white cube.
It's not the companion cube. Murder it.
It's sugar.
It's John Askew.
It's the challenge cube.
Rubrics.
I agree fully with this.
So, Shisa, you see this pseudopod, this patch of wet gray floor. It just slashed at you. Well, lashed with its tentacle. So, yeah, what would you like to do?
I would like to get out Shadow Spike, which I assume I'm actually holding, and slash at it with a booming blade. And I will actually hex it as well.
Sure.
So I will activate my hex first. Oh wait, no. Now, yeah, I'll hex it. And
Okay.
I make an attack. A 25 to hit
Very nice.
for 13 points of damage.
Of slashing damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, you cut through the creature. It seems that you have opened a gash of sorts. It's amorphous gray form. Ella.
Ella will actually move to the door and then be like, I can't move further, so
Yeah.
Oh,
What's going on there?
Sorry to interrupt, but with my hex, this is actually a natural 19, so that was a crit.
Okay, good.
So I guess. It's
So one more d8.
Actually not. Yes. Doesn't
Okay.
do anymore. Okay. Yep.
So Ella,
I see that I cannot
I
move
will make-
forwards, and I was like, I'm thinking like the transformation is going to run out anyway soon, so I will transform it back into the half.
Okay. What's transmission?
Transform.
Okay.
He's turning
Mercy.
into a part of a car.
Yeah. Mercy, you see that she's eyes against dirt.
Mo walk in, and I guess at that point I'll see the slime and move to
Yeah.
engage.
You do.
Let's see what this long sword can do. Not shit.
Well, thing is, the thing is so slow and it's just a pool of dirt that you do hit it with an 8.
Okay. 9 damage.
That's a match.
And I guess I'll do goading strike.
Okay.
Bada boop.
Okay, so add
wisdom
a d8 to your damage, or is it 6? Okay, you slash at the thing. You not only goad her into attacking you, but you goad it into simply dying and disappearing from view.
Hey, first kill.
Not bad at all.
I cannot kill humanoids or
Yeesh.
beasts,
Okay.
but I
you-
can murder a good ooze.
You look around. You look around all the decay around you. You have gone one further level down, and you have made a new ally apparently, and hopefully you are on your way to find whatever it is that you are looking for, unless you missed it in the rooms that you did not check upstairs. But yeah. Will you find what you're looking for, and will you come out alive from this place? Will Nuada's dream of dragon in place become reality? We will only know in the next episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal, an epic campaign by all of you.
Yay!
Only if Nuada was here from the beginning, he would have seen a dragon. And a
Okay.
kobold.
Thank you everyone for having been here, both in the chat or on Twitch, or players. Thank you very much, my players. Davide, I hope you had enjoyed this experience. If you want, you're welcome to join again in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks, yes.
Yeah.
Anybody has any announcements to make? You can
Well,
say whatever you want.
We've got stream announcements to make, I believe.
Stream announcements.
That's Eric's thing. Go
It's
for it.
Eric's thing.
We have just wrapped up Monday, so the only next things you all have to worry about at home is on Tuesday, which is at 6:30 p.m. UTC, is DDO with Ken and Stan. Fast forward a few days to Sunday, there is Tomb of Annihilation with DM Tolly at 5 p.m. UTC, and that is all for this week, actually.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Well, there is
Not
one
so
more
many
thing.
events.
There is one more thing to mention that's maybe not quite on the schedule yet. Since we've passed by Monday, we may as well look at the week ahead. And on next Monday, we have our next exciting episode of Princess of the Apocalypse. I will be DMing, and we will catch up with Zardos and the gang and see how they go against Grimjaw, the wereboar. We'll see if they
Yeah.
get some vengeance or if they get their asses handed to them yet again.
Oh.
Hopefully we get the knights. We can get the knights inside.
Yeah, if you
The
can
key.
get that portcullis and those doors open, it might work out.
Not
I
gonna
will
happen.
show Grimjaw my new technique.
Mhm.
If
Anybody else? Any other announcements? Anything we should know?
Sorry for the technical problems, guys. We I don't know what happened, but hopefully we didn't lose too much. We stopped pretty much straight away, so.
Okay, then I guess that's all, and I'm going to wish everybody a good night and
Good
a good
night,
fight.
everyone.
Yeah.
And
Good night.
bye.
Guys, bye.
Bye.